Opposition Senator Lambert Brown is declaring he'd opt for vigilante justice if any of his immediate female family members were the victims of assault. Brown made the remarks when he rose in the Senate over the weekend to speak on gender-based violence and a viral video in which MP George Wright was alleged to be the person seen physically assaulting a woman. The police have closed the case, noting the inability to positively identify the man in the video and no statement from the alleged victim. Mr. Wright, who's since been withdrawn from the JLP Parliamentary Caucus and granted leave of absence from the House to date, has not confirmed or denied whether he was the one in the video.
If I had to walk to the William, I would walk proudly, knowing that the honor of my family was held high and restored. So I don't need a lawyer once the jungle justice, in the absence of the rule of law, kicks in. I've held that view for many, many years. I never beat a woman yet, and nobody must beat a woman for me or any other woman.
However, the utterances of the opposition senator was not supported by one of his counterparts on the other side of the aisle. Government Senator Ransford Braham noted that it wasn't fitting for such statements to be made in the Senate.
We are not talking about the law. We can't say that in this place. Neither can we say it in the country, in the bar, or on the football field. Because if you say that, we will be overcome and destroyed by greater lawlessness that happen in this country.
Ransford Braham, government senator speaking in the upper house. Meanwhile, at least two gender activists say the utterances of Senator Brown in the upper house was unacceptable. University director of the Institute for Gender and Development Studies, Professor Opal Palmer-Adisa, says a senator supporting the approach of vigilante justice is irresponsible.
Jungle justice is a very poor form of justice, because oftentimes people are swelled up and an innocent person could be caught, or vice versa. Plus, jungle justice says our legal system is not working. That's really what it says. It says our legal system are not working, and so people are frustrated, they're swept up in the moment, and therefore they have to take the laws in their hand. To advocate for jungle justice is very irresponsible.
Professor Palmer-Adisa says encouraging vigilante justice sends the wrong message.
Gender-based violence is violently wrong, absolutely. But we cannot then say, if my sister is raped or if my daughter is raped, then let the community deal with that. No, that is chaos. That is saying we don't have a system that is effective, and we don't have law enforcers who can protect us.
Another gender activist, Nadine Spence, says the senator should instead focus on the legislative framework to address gender-based violence.
It's not acceptable. I mean, vigilante justice is not acceptable. Sexual assault demands vigilante justice, or any kind of intimate partner violence. I don't think so. I think what we need to do, and what we expect somebody like Senator Brown to do since he is in Parliament, is to make sure that the legislative framework is in place and the institutional arrangements are in place to help to deal with those who would make victims of other people, regardless of the kind of crime. So I don't understand that coming from a legislator. It sounds disempowered, and it sounds rash, and it sounds as if this is not somebody who is sitting in the space where those things are supposed to be addressed in a systemic way.
Nadine Spence, gender activist.